Hey y'all, you're probably wondering like, girl, where have you been? Where'd you go? You left in October and it's now December. I know. As you can see, I'm in a different location. Life has been lifing in really good ways, in phenomenal ways actually, and has been not so good ways, but nothing like horrible, you know what I mean? Like no deaths, thank you God, because I dealt with that last year and that was a lot. And I pray over everyone and I continue to pray for everyone's safety. We have a lot to catch up on, guys. We have a lot to catch up on. Because of that reason, because I have a lot of explaining to do, why don't I just vlog today? Because I have a lot to do today. I have to go grocery shopping, do laundry today, cook as well today for sure, because we ate out yesterday and I can't anymore. I'll also do some editing today. I already responded to some emails this morning, so y'all weren't there for that. Right now, it's currently 9:45 a.m. East Coast time. I've been up since like 8, trying to get back into a routine. Since we're sitting here and I have a little bit of time before I go out grocery shopping. The reason why I'm not going out right now is because it's below freezing. You heard that. And obviously, like, we're in December. It should be that. Why not have a house in Maryland? Sounds crazy, I know. And we are currently house shopping, so we'll get into that. Walt and I just realized we're just nomadic people and we just want to have places in different locations, especially close to our families, because Walt's from Virginia Beach, I'm from Jersey, and we met in the middle for Maryland, but we have some business to take care of in Virginia Beach on Walt's side of the family. Nothing crazy, but definitely something that needs attention. So we're gonna be handling a project there and looking for a house there because Walt's family's there. So it'll be nice to have our own house or our own place in Virginia Beach. So instead of like sleeping on his parents' couch, or we could rent, but we don't wanna rent again. We rented in LA and we don't wanna rent again. We're just over renting. So we want to own. So that's what we're doing right now. That's why we're house shopping. But we're not getting rid of this house because this house is an Airbnb when we're not here. Honestly, like this is one of the things that Walt and I have never really talked about online. I've made videos about it, but I've never edited them and posted them. But yeah, Walt and I own Airbnbs. That's one of our side gigs that hopefully becomes more of a main gig, but it's not just Airbnbs. Anyway, I'm not ever gonna get into that. Walt's gonna get into that. But what my job is on that business is design. And I design all of the homes and I would love to share that with you guys, share pictures. But also being in one of the homes I designed, I'm like, why don't I just show you guys some of my designs? So, like I said, today will be a vlog. You guys will come along with me to do some chores, I like to call them, because yeah, it's not really work. Why I'm not leaving right now to go grocery shopping is because, like I said, it's below freezing outside right now and I don't feel like being that cold, so I'm gonna wait until like around 11 o'clock when it gets warm and proceed. So yeah, okay, I'll catch you guys in the car. Okay, I'm glad I stopped that video when I did because y'all can hear a thing. Anyway, I made it to the grocery store. It's brick outside. I'm so mad because I was talking to you guys the whole time while driving and you guys didn't hear a thing because my cord was plugged in for my car and yeah, anyway. I don't even know what I was talking about. I was talking about the house hunting process and how it's been difficult because there isn't a lot of houses that are popping up in the area that we're trying to buy in. Every time a house does pop up, everyone obviously wants similar type houses. Yeah, they're just flying off the market fast. The ones that we like, because there are some other ones that are sitting up there for a while. So that's been a headache. And also because of Walt and I in the house shopping process, we are trying to figure out what we're gonna do for Christmas because we are buying a house and that's expensive in itself. So we're like, well, what do we buy each other for Christmas? We buy each other anything. So I already bought him a controller and I hope no one else buys him a controller because yeah, I already got it. Going to my parents' house, so he really won't know about it. And he doesn't watch my videos, so he'll never know. I threw the idea of if we just go to the outlets and maybe go shopping with each other, because I know he wants a coat and I want a new pair of UGG boots. I pick out my Uggs and he pick out his coat, and then we call it a day. Also because our families, we usually do Pollyanna with my family, but we're also doing it with his family this year. If you don't know what it is, Pollyanna is like white Santa or white elephant or whatever it is. Secret Santa. We call it Pollyanna. I don't know why. So we just do that. And his family wants to do the same thing this year. So that's going to be beautiful on not only saving money, but saving a headache on trying to buy everyone a gift. I feel like that's always the struggle. It being December, it's like crunch time for gifts now. You're going to pick the time to go now, sis. I forgot I'm in Maryland. I'm in the DMV where people can't drive. I forgot. Ooh. Accident. Let's go into the store. We'll catch up another time because this is hectic. I'm just watching hecticness and I can't focus. I don't know. The sun's just giving. I need to be diligent today and only get things on my list. Let's see if I can accomplish that. That was the most hectic shopping I've ever experienced in me life, okay? It was so freaking chaotic. So I can't stand when people are looking at my stuff in my cart. This white woman, yes, I said white woman, Karen, never mind her goddamn business, all in my freaking face. I'm like, sis, do you need something? And then I'm wrong. If I start snapping, I'm going this way because I don't got time for people today. I'm like, sis, get out my damn face and my damn cart. Anyway, so we're chilling this Christmas. How many of y'all are Christmas shopping? I know, or done, you know what I mean? Usually I'm one of those people who like are done in November, but y'all, it's been so hectic. I vlogged the entire experience of moving too. I just once again haven't posted it. This isn't a how'd I end up here type thing. Like anyway, it wasn't like a surprise that I moved. It wasn't like an urgent thing. We were planning to move for a while. We knew that we were going to move back to the East Coast. We told everyone that too. No one believed us. They thought we were all going to stay out in LA forever, and that was never going to happen. We enjoyed our time in LA, but I am definitely glad to be back home on the East Coast. California is beautiful, and it has so many freaking pros. But the major con is family. We don't have any family out there, and Walt and I are both family people. Business has been going decent. Right before we moved, I got the rug ripped from underneath me with funding. I have my shoes completely funded. They're made. They just need to get shipped, and the second half needs to get made. The funding I was going to use to buy the shoes was stripped for no real reason, just because, to be honest. And yeah, now I'm in a bind because I'm trying to find a way to get my shoes and pay off the final balance I have for them. And that's been chaotic, but I have some ideas on what I can do. It's just a process, you know. But I thought I was so close. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna sell shoes before Christmas. Like, that is the best time to start selling. And of course, it didn't work out that way, and that's okay. I'm at the position now when it comes to business, because this has happened so many times where you think you're good and then you just get let down. I'm just at the part where I'm just like, it will happen when it's supposed to happen. It will be when it's supposed to be. Like, I am no longer one of those people who get upset, frustrated. I will cry every now and then because it does suck still, even if it still happens all the time. Or if it's just a part of business, it does still suck. It still sucks. Outside of that, I'm just like going with the wind. It is what it is. It is what it is. And, you know, one day it's going to work out. I know it's going to work out. I am certain it's going to work out. That's just the mindset I need to keep. So we're moving, we're shaking. Also, I have a fun project coming up. I think dance content was gonna end just because I moved from LA. Heck no. It's only gonna get better. It's a fun project. My husband actually collabed with me on this because it was actually his idea, something he wanted to see from me. I know that if he wants to see it, others are gonna want to see it, because he is like my biggest supporters with everything I do. When he said that this is something he wants to see, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I would love to take that challenge, and I'm gonna do it. So stay tuned, guys, because it's gonna be epic. I'm telling you. Post it twice a month starting next year, because obviously I gotta get through this year first, but starting next year that project will happen. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna name it. I gotta figure out, you know, all the things about it, but that's exciting. I'm putting on your blinker on. 2025 is all about sharing the past, the present, and the future. Walt and I also want to start our mini little series of me and him doing a little sit down, talking with you guys about just love and life, you know? I think that's something that also very fascinating. Walt and I are going to reach our 5-year anniversary next year. Woo-hoo! And we've been together for 8 years. So yeah, we're gonna share some tips and tricks. You know, being married millennials is very uncommon, I feel like, nowadays. You have yours, but yeah, I don't know too many married millennials, at least Zennials or wherever we are. We're like in between millennials and Gen Z. So the 90s babies were a different breed. Okay, ooh, skate bop. Also, you guys are gonna see a lot more family. Now that we're back on the East Coast, it's just inevitable. Like, you're going to see our family members. My family is more comfortable being on camera because everyone in my family is a character. But Walt's side is a little more, they're getting better with it. Since I do, you know, record everything, they're getting a lot better with it. My 2 brother-in-laws, Brandon and Cameron, they are in the Cameron's birthday vlog when they came to LA. You see, like, Brandon hates being recorded. Rob also hated being recorded too. That's my cousin, but they have to get used to it. You know what I mean? If you want to be around me during my festivities, I will record them. All right, I'm about to get back home, put away some groceries, cook some food, go on my merry way. I'll catch y'all. Don't be.
I'm clocking you.
You don't need to clock. No.
Okay, I see some kefir. Okay, I see some frozens. I see some turkey bacon. I see some cod fillets. I don't know what you plan on doing with that. Okay, I see some fatness in here.
I got this.
How much is that going to?
70 something.
Oh, so you got money left over
Yeah.
to do some more supplemental because there is no food in here.
Yeah.
There's like no food.
There's food.
Like, what are you gonna cook now? There's not even bread.
I have bagels in there.
We got bagels. So we got a breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You got potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see any real din-dins.
Mm-hmm. The cod.
Okay, cod.
You see the rice in there? Do you see the vegetables?
I see some veggies.
All right then. Get out my stuff.
Oh, you got, okay, I see some 6 eggs.
Yeah, and then any more.
Oh, some cinnamon bun creamer. Oh, shit.
You are so annoying. All right, y'all. So I'm back. Walt's being annoying per usual. Why is that closed?
Oh, because it keeps the temperature in here. The second I closed it, it got warmer.
Okay, but I want to see this. I want to see our beautiful trees and things.
Oh, and let all our heat out?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Can you open it for me? Thank you. It just brightened up the room. All right, y'all. So I'm back. Let me show you what I got from Trader Joe's. Can you keep that? Keep my straw. Walter.
I will suck your face in front of everyone.
Walter. Stop. I'm keeping that in there.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Playing that game. What did that? $77.89 get you. People wonder if, like, Cali's expensive. Cali is expensive. But Maryland, where we live in Maryland, it's really not that different. Okay. We got some bagels because Walt loves breakfast. Trader Joe's makes good bagels. Being a girl from Jersey, I'm very particular about my bagels. They're just pretty good. We got 2 russet potatoes. We got a sweet onion. My favorite juice from Trader Joe's. Literally the best. We got lemonade on my cycle. For some reason, I crave lemonade. I don't know. A green bell pepper. That's the first bag. You're not gonna be here long. We got some brown eggs. This is caged, free range. I usually do pasture raised, organic, but they only had them in the big pack, and we don't need that many eggs. I got 2 Bops. Found this at the checkout. Milk chocolate bar with cornflakes, imported from Belgium. I like that would be good. I got Walt some cinnamon creamer. He was hyped about that. Oat creamer. Some organic sweet, super sweet cut corn, frozen chopped spinach, butter that costs a lot of money, but is culture salt butter produced in France, broccoli, whipped cream cheese for the bagels, some turkey bacon for the bagels. We're not doing pork right now. Like I said, I'm trying to make sure our tummies recover well from Thanksgiving. So fish, we're going with cod. I would stop at the Asian food market, but it's okay. And some berry medley for Walt's oatmeal, and some Spanish style fried rice. Fried rice, oh my gosh. So yeah, all of this. Let me show you. None of this, okay, don't look at that. But all of this was $77.89. Over here, just this. I forgot I also got some toilet paper. I've never tried this, so we'll see how it goes, but we just need a little bit. So, I'm just going to warm up some lunch for Walter. But before I do that, I want you guys to see the space. Let me turn it around. I like to call this area our Zen area because it goes right into the porch or the deck, and you can look out. Obviously winter right now, but usually this is all really, really green. You'll see birds, you'll see deer, you'll see a creek flowing. It's very pretty. I put a workout little station over here, also a folding chair if people want to go outside, even though we already have some outdoor seating and a grill and all that. We gotta change that grill, it's rusty. These pictures are actually pictures that I took. Okay, I'm coming. I took this literally right there. There is Black Hill Regional Park, I think it's called, Black Creek or Black Hill, I can't remember. And it has this water, you can walk around it. Walt and I kayak on it. This is also the park on a different angle. It was a little raining. The clouds, the sun, so pretty. Yeah, took that picture as well. So these are pictures that I took and I framed them. I thrifted all this stuff. This is actually supposed to work, but I didn't use it for that. I just used it as to be pretty. And then I usually turn this like that because I don't know what that sign, this part, I don't know what that means. And I don't want to cultural appropriate, but I bought it from the thrift store, and so candle is burned to a crisp when you get a new one. But that was from Target. And yeah, that's the vibe. That's the whole vibe. And when we turn over here is the TV room. So they're split by this. Okay, god dang it. If you have kids and you just need to keep an eye on them while you're cooking, this is a great place for them. Or just for them to be zen, or for you to work out. This is a multifunctional purpose space. Over here is our eclectic wall of things. What's so funny is we have a live plant in here. Walt's mom gave this to him. And when we moved, we were like, well, we can't take it. So let's like keep it here and see if like, cause it's a hardy plant. It doesn't need a lot of sun or anything. That's why it's in this corner. And we were like, let's see if people take care of it if we put this little sign up here. Let me turn it. That gotta go. The Walt said put this little sign up here. And people actually have been watering this plant. People who stay here. So I have faith in humanity again. There are good people out there. So it kept this plant alive, and he grew so much since we've had it. So yeah, shout out to the tenants that keep Mr. Planty alive. This picture somehow, I don't know, there's a lot of markings on this picture. I don't know why, I don't know how, but I took this picture as well. This was from a different park we have around here. I don't know why that plant's there, but like I told you guys before, or maybe I didn't, people like to move things around. Like this is not how I had it, but you know, it doesn't matter. It still looks fine. So yeah, these are our two rooms. So I just warmed up Walt one of the King Pops because I know he's hungry right now, so I'm gonna give that to him.
Her hair is so silky. I'm sorry. I'm not petting her. Her hair is so silky. Smells good too.
You want to show them where your office?
It's very chill. So, door. When you walk in, me and Jaya took these pictures. Actually, I took those off that Samsung. Cloud and the moon. That's a little node for the internet. And there's music coming out of there. That was the speaker. Like a little sound bath in here. My moon phases. Always fire. My affirmations out there for anybody that's working in here. Printer, some printer paper. We got the globe, you know, fits the aesthetic. Little corner lamp. And then the desk, the workstation. Got a little bookshelf up there with some banging books. Got some smell good in here. A little aesthetic. And nobody really uses this, but you know, if everybody stays long enough. Calendar. Office space. There you go.
Walt designed a lot of his office space. A lot of the office space. Downstairs was also a lot of his influence. Influence.
Jay likes my design too.
His design's cool. I just have to give him the pass.
It's always gonna have some symmetry in it. And I'm gonna be matching with shapes. I don't have anything really too circular other than like cups and the globe and like the moon phases, but those kind of match together too. Moon, got the earth.
You also see his color scheme is very black.
Oh yeah.
Accented.
Yeah.
Walt loves black.
Space is fire.
He loves space and
I
he
have
loves...
that.
What's interesting though, this desk is my old desk from my office, which is now the extra bedroom, which I'll take you in next. His old desk is in the primary bathroom.
And that one was black.
Primary bedroom, and it was black.
And there's random stuff that people be leaving in here.
Yeah.
Like stress balls and stuff. Back to an Airbnb. It's always so interesting. Things are always different.
Yeah, I probably told him, I said a lot of designs are different than what they were intended. But as long as it's clean, as long as it's clean and generally the same, it's fine. My drink and my two-step, Spider-Man kiss.
It's humor.
I know, I'm waiting. This is the primary. It's massive, but nothing too crazy to see. This is another area. This is the little sitting area. Also, I'll take you guys down. Oh, did I scare you? Also, I'll take you guys down into the theater when we go more down there. But once again, that's another space that looks better at night. I'm gonna get started on laundry soon. Just give me a second. We have just been on the road. We've just been moving. We have just been like all over the place, and it's like I said, it's a part of our nomadic lifestyle. Walt and I, we are just nomads, and that's why we want these different nodes, or we say these different bases and these different places, because we travel so much. And a lot of people are like, oh, what are you guys gonna do when you have kids? Like, is that gonna be a problem? And for me and for us, the reason why Walt and I are working so hard to, you know, make money and run these businesses and, you know, grow as human beings is because we want to prepare well for our kids' future. I feel like a lot of people, when they have kids out of selfish reasons. They have kids because they're like, oh, kids are cute, and like, I want kids, or like, my parents are ready to be grandparents, or whatever the case is. Like, I feel like there's a lot of sometimes outside forces on why people have kids, instead of like actually reflection within and being like, will I be a good parent right now? Before now, honestly, I didn't feel like I would be a good parent. I thought when I was younger, I was like, oh, I'm going to be a parent by 25. And then I became 25 and I was like, I cannot see myself raising another human being to the best of my capabilities right now, because I'm not where I want to be. Going to California, that was a lot of self-discovery, figuring out who am I, what am I, who are we, what are we as a family unit? How do we want to raise our kids? What does that look like for us? And we've come to the conclusion that we don't want our lifestyle to change. I think that's one of the biggest things that we've seen with other people who have had kids, was a lifestyle switch. And it could be quite dramatic, and it could be just very minor, but regardless, it's going to be a switch. And we want to make that switch as seamless and stress-free as possible. And we both believe the only way we could do that is being financially in a really, really good place, financially free. Walt should be free from a job, and we want to do that. We want to achieve those things. Different nodes too, especially our hometowns, because we definitely want one where we're both from, so that when we go visit family, especially with kids, our kid will have their own room to sleep in. They will, you know, can stay there for months at a time and be comfortable. And not saying that our parents' house isn't comfortable, but you guys know, like, your own space is your own space, and it's just easier if it's your own space. So that's why we're working so hard to do what we're doing. And I want to be in my kid's life so much, you know, like, I want to homeschool, world school, whatever the case is. in order to do that, you have to be financially in a really good place. So the way I want to, at least. That's why we're working so hard to get to where we want to get. Someone mentioned a quote the other day. It wasn't a quote, it was an Instagram post the other day. And it honestly spoke so much to me. Being around family this past weekend, or week, I just realized that, like, I don't think a lot of people, not even my own family, knows what I do and how much I do. I think a lot of people just think I'm a stay-at-home wife, just do the chores that I'm about to do today, do whatever I want. And essentially, I can be that way if I want it to be, but I have more of a passion, more of a drive. When Walt and I met, I always had a job. Of course, Walt is the breadwinner, and he is doing a phenomenal job at that. He doesn't need help, but I came from a family where my mom worked, and I saw how much that improved the household just by her working. So I always wanted to work, but I knew I didn't want a 9-to-5. Starting your own business is so different because it's a different path. And a lot of people, unless you're on that path, you don't quite understand it. It's a lot of behind the scenes work that you're doing. Honestly, some people like to broadcast their businesses before it's a business and a little bit too early. But I'm the type of person that I like to put the work in first and then, share. Doing that little glimpse of sharing that I did last year, 2023, when I launched Jaya, you just see the response that I got from strangers and from also like family members. I'm also not doing business in the most traditional way either. It's also a little mix of influence and art, but it's a business. It's an art business. So yeah, it's not the traditional business route either. A lot of people who are running traditional businesses don't quite understand either. I'm just in this space that feels quite alone. I could sit here and turn blue in the face trying to explain my life, but even if I explained it perfectly, I still think that 90% of people won't get it. The expectation, or this way, I guess, that people visualize me or think of me used to be not accurate, but now that I'm moving in and I'm transitioning into this part of my life where I'm ready to share what I've been up to, I think it's all going to make sense. Like, I always hated when people felt like, oh, Jay is rich. I'm not rich yet. That's just an example. Like, I'm not rich yet. When I get rich, trust me, you'll know. Sorry, this is so random, squirrel moment, but does this look like the Pixar, doop, 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 the little thing that hops on the Pixar light? And then our neighbor gave this to us. Super dope light. And it went really well with this room randomly. To sum up all of the things that I was saying, my journal, which I love her, and my journal pen, which I also love. Okay, anyway. The quote goes, I don't know if they wrote this quote or if, they got it from somewhere else. I don't know. And I also didn't write it word for word, but you get the point. It's okay to live a life that others don't understand. As the older you get, you realize that being true to yourself often means taking a different path that goes against the visual norms and expectations. From Mr. 428. That's his name on IG. It often means taking a different path that goes against the visual norms and expectations. That really spoke to me. I've always felt different my entire life. Like, I've always yearned to fit in or be normal. And I made it this far in life and nothing has changed. And I just feel like God's saying to me, instead of trying to change it, instead of trying to be normal, get in your weirdo bag, Just submit to the fact that you are different and there's nothing you can do to change that. So just lean into it and embrace it and share it. Share your weirdness with everybody. That quote really spoke to me, and 2025, you'll see me leaning into my weirdness, my uniqueness, and sharing that with you all. So stay tuned. Like I said, short form content. Where? TikTok and here, okay? Be subscribed. You're not gonna want to miss it. All right. Talk to you guys a little later. I got some things to do off camera. See y'all later. So it's around 4. almost 5 o'clock, and I'm getting ready to make some dinner. So let's make this cod. It's good, I'm assuming.
You're good.
Okay, y'all. So food's done. He got his bowl over there. You gonna eat over here with me? Or you gonna eat over there?
Hmm?
You gonna eat over there? Thank God.
Right.
Okay, he's still working. Thank God for the food about. Thank God for the food about to see that shit by his coach. He's praying, amen.
That's very good.
You guys saw me make it, so you know what's in it. But the fish is cod and broccoli and rice. Easy meal because since we're in a transition period, I don't have any of my seasonings or my cooking things. Like I like to cook in cast iron skillets. All of my knives, all of my cooking utensils, I don't have. So utilize what I had and it tastes delicious. There's no excuse you can make this dish. For my women out there who don't like to cook or all my people out there who don't like to cook, it's a very easy meal. This is going to be the end of the vlog, so until next time, bye y'all.